Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.
An exciting week ahead for NASA. This week, weather permitting, NASA will launch its mission to Mars, sending the Perseverance rover to the red planet. We're going to be there live, actually. Stephanie Abrams will be there this Thursday with coverage starting at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And let's look at the forecast because, of course, the launch is always weather permitting. We've got to look at that forecast for you. Looking good. I mean, no thunderstorms in the forecast. That's key, right? Of course, you watch the clouds. You watch any building of clouds at all levels. But right now, based on this forecast, looking pretty good. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s. The winds are something else you have to keep watch on. Join us for the Mission to Mars launch on Thursday, July 30th, right here on the Weather Channel with our live team coverage at 6 a.m. All right, Tevin, let's get you. It's Monday out there here, and certainly humidity plays a big part in this next question that we have. Every morning at 50 past the hour, we like to open our weather classroom and share a little wisdom by answering your questions about the weather. And today's question comes from Joshua. He wants to know, what is the highest heat index ever recorded? Oh boy, wait until you hear this one. All right, so it all comes down to the dew point, right? And the highest dew point ever recorded, 95 degrees at Dhahran in Saudi Arabia. And that happened on July 8th, 2003. The air temperature was 108. And that made the heat index of 178 degrees. Can you imagine? I mean, it would be instant heat exhaustion, right? When you step outside, maybe even heat stroke. So this is where we are right now. This is around the Persian Gulf where Dhahran is. And, you know, in order to get a heat index that high, you pretty much have to have a really warm body of water. Case in point, we got the Persian Gulf. And right now, heat indices are running 120, 123 at Isa Ab, Dubai, 114. This is pretty much the regular. This is not unusual for them here. Now, across the lower 48, we don't typically have those high heat indices, but the highest in our country have actually happened down around Louisiana, like around New Orleans. One spot might surprise you is actually Appleton, Wisconsin. That's where we had a heat index once of 149 degrees. Not today. In fact, today, some hot spots will be like Norfolk, Virginia. So keep your questions coming. You can starting point. It's a big old cluster of thunderstorms. It's a broad circulation. You can see it in here, and I'm going to leave that little cluster outside of it, that blow up of thunderstorms right there, because somewhere in here is where we're probably going to find our center. That's where the Hurricane Center has been monitoring. It's not organized yet. There's not a low pressure yet, but there is likely to be, based on the modeling showing this tropical wave developing into a tropical low, that we get a tropical depression out of it, and then we could get a tropical storm. Now, it's over warm sea surface temperatures. The average water temp 83, the max water temp 85. We're actually running our third top warmest water temperatures in the main development region here in the Atlantic. So plenty of warm water, and that's fuel for these tropical systems to feed on and to develop. Wind shear is not a factor either, and so, you know, and dry air honestly isn't either. So we have a lot of things that could factor into the potential for development, which is why it has a 90% chance within the next 2 to 5 days. The development area takes it over into the northern Windward Islands. So that's first up. As Tevin mentioned, that's first up when it comes to potential impacts. What we don't know is what kind of state it will be in at this point. Will we see the potential for a strong tropical storm or hurricane? That potential is there. And then where does it go afterwards? If it's a weaker system, it'll track off to the south. So places across the greater Antilles, of course, Hispaniola, Cuba, you know, even anywhere in the Gulf of Mexico, you would want to stay tuned to this here. And then if it is a stronger system, it would take a track more to the north from the Bahamas up to the east coast of Florida, and honestly the entire east coast of the U.S. You want to watch this to see where it is tracking. So again, this is a system that's